Let's be honest with ourselves. If you are watching this right now, there is a heavy weight in your chest that you haven't been able to shake. You might be alone in a room, or perhaps you are surrounded by people, but your mind is miles away, trapped in the memory of the money you just lost, or the desperate hope of the next win. You know that cycle all too well. The momentary surge of false hope, the racing heartbeat, and the inevitable hollow void that follows. To the outside world, you might look like the same man, but when you look in the mirror, you no longer recognize the confident, controlled individual you used to be. Gambling has taken more than just the numbers in your bank account. It has eroded your time, your focus, your honesty with those you love, and most importantly, it has dismantled your self-respect, the very foundation of your masculinity. But this is where you must stop and make a non-negotiable pact with yourself. This is not your destiny. This is not the end of your story. This is the first second of your greatest comeback. In life, there are moments where it feels like you have ruined everything. Yet that is precisely when a man has the opportunity to make a move so decisive that it turns the entire situation in his favor. That move starts now. If you are ready to stop being a victim of an algorithm and start being the architect of your own fate, let's walk through the 7 steps to reclaiming your honor and your future. Confront the brutal truth and drop the mask. The first step toward freedom is ending the massive lie you have been telling yourself. The phrase, "I'll just win back my losses and then I'm done," is the most poisonous deception a man can harbor. You must accept that you aren't playing to win money. You are playing for the hit of dopamine that comes from the escape. The math is not on your side, and the system is not designed for your success. To reclaim your control, you must view the lost money as a tuition fee paid to the school of hard knocks. It is gone. The only way to truly win that money back is through discipline, hard work, and patience in the real world. Stop chasing ghosts in a machine. When you chase your losses, you are gambling with pieces of your future that are far more valuable than currency. Be honest, the money is gone, but your honor is still salvageable if you stop now. Deactivate access, not just willpower. Many men believe they can beat this through sheer willpower alone. However, once your brain has been hijacked by this cycle, your willpower will inevitably falter during your weakest moments. You must be strategic. A man's strength is shown not just in resisting temptation, but in having the wisdom to remove the temptation entirely. Delete every application, block every site, and if necessary, hand over your financial control to someone you trust for a season. This is not a sign of weakness, it is a tactical maneuver to protect your future. If you leave a door even slightly ajar, the addiction will eventually find its way back in. Close the door, bolt it shut, and throw away the key. You are taking back the steering wheel of your life, and that requires removing the distractions that led you off the road. Reset your dopamine baseline. Gambling creates an artificial peak of excitement that makes the rest of life feel dull and gray. This is why you find it hard to focus on your work, your hobbies, or even your relationships. Your brain's reward system is broken. To fix it, you must enter a period of dopamine fasting. You need to embrace the boredom of a normal, productive life. In the beginning, it will feel uncomfortable, perhaps even painful. But as the days pass, you will notice something incredible. The simple things will start to satisfy you again. A good workout, a meaningful conversation, the progress in your career, these will become your new rewards. You are retraining your mind to value long-term building over short-term burning. This is the transition from a boy seeking instant gratification to a man building a lasting legacy. Redefine your relationship with risk. A man is naturally wired to take risks. It's part of our DNA to seek adventure and challenge. The tragedy of gambling is that it misdirects this noble instinct into a dead-end street. Instead of risking your resources on a spin of a wheel where you have zero control, start risking your energy on yourself. Risk starting that business you've been putting off. Risk pushing your body to its absolute limits in the gym. Risk being vulnerable and honest with your family about your struggle.
These are risks that yield real returns. When you gamble, you are a passive observer of your destruction. When you invest in yourself, you are an active participant in your own construction. Shift your gambling energy into hustle energy. The thrill of a real achievement in the physical world lasts a lifetime. The thrill of a bet lasts only until the next spin. Understand the sunk cost trap. This is where most men fail. You will have days where the weight of your past mistakes feels unbearable. You will look at the debts you've accumulated or the time you've wasted and feel a desperate urge to fix it all at once with one lucky break. This is a trap. The sunk cost fallacy tells you that because you've already lost so much, you must keep going to justify the loss. Break that logic. Your past losses are sunk. They are at the bottom of the ocean. Do not drown yourself trying to retrieve them. The only thing that matters is the ground you stand on today and the direction you face tomorrow. Every day you don't bet is a massive win. Every dollar you save through honest labor is worth $10 won through a bet, because the dollar saved carries the weight of your character. Rebuild the pillars of your masculine identity. Gambling makes a man feel small, sneaky, and untrustworthy. To heal, you must become large, transparent, and reliable. Start with your physical presence. Lift weights, run, and sweat. There is a profound connection between physical discipline and mental clarity. Next, fix your word. If you say you will do something, do it. Rebuilding your reputation with others starts with rebuilding your reputation with yourself. When you keep the small promises you make to yourself, like waking up on time, that trust is the armor that will protect you when the urge to gamble returns. You aren't just not gambling, you are becoming a man who is simply too busy and too focused to waste his life on a game. Adopt the commander mindset. Realize that you are the commander of your own life. When you are gambling, you have abdicated your throne. You have handed over your sovereignty to a corporation that views you as nothing more than a data point to be exploited. Ask yourself, is this who I am? Am I a man who lets a flashing screen decide my mood, my finances, and my future? Or am I the one who decides? Taking back your life is an act of rebellion against a system that wants you weak, addicted, and broke. Every day you stay clean, you are winning a war. This is your comeback story. People love a man who has been to the bottom and fought his way back to the top. Your scars and your struggle will one day be the testimony that inspires someone else to find their way out of the dark. Forgiveness. Not the kind that lets you off the hook, but the kind that allows you to stop hating yourself so you can actually move forward. If you spend all your energy loathing your past self, you will have no energy left to build your future self. Acknowledge the mistake, feel the weight of it, and then use that weight as fuel. Let's be clear. The road ahead isn't easy, but it is the only road worth walking. You can look back at this moment a year from now as the turning point, the day you decided that your honor was no longer for sale. This is your life. This is your comeback. Do not let another second slip away into the void of just one more time. Leave a comment below with the words Day 1. Let this be your public declaration that the old cycle ends here. We're building a community of men who choose reality over illusion, and we want you with us. Stay grounded, stay disciplined, and remember, the greatest bet you can ever make is on yourself. I will see you in the next video.